So in today's lesson, we're going to be removing and installing a tire following Ivan Pavlov's classical conditioning. Though it was a mistaken discovery, I found it very useful even in the way that I was taught to follow a torque procedure. Taking a neutral stimulus, being the star pattern that you are supposed to follow in all torque procedures, which is what does not bring on a natural response before it is learned or conditioned. And taking the unconditioned response, which is where you would start at one point and follow that all the way around until your task is completed. Going off the principle of the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So the straightest, easiest way around that tire is to just do a circle. So when you take the star pattern and condition the students to be able to visualize the star inside the nuts or bolts, whatever it may be. In today's lesson, it's going to be the wheel nuts. Having them conditioned to be able to visualize that star pattern is what we are looking for to take that neutral stimulus and turn it into a new conditioned response. Thank you. Morning, class. So for today's lesson to start, I would like you to take this piece of paper and connect these dots however you feel most comfortable and how fast you can do it. Okay? Let's see you do it. You can do it quick? Awesome. So by taking those and doing the straightest line around, that was your natural response to do this. So, how about we try and do a star on this one? Without moving your pen off the paper. No, 1 second. If you want to do a star, if you start here on this one, take that. And come up to this one. And then come back down to this one. And then over to this one. And then across here. And then back down to this one. Do you see the étoile, the star? That's pretty cool, eh? So now this is how we're going to torque my tire today, following this procedure to properly torque the wheel down, conditioning this response in to the natural response of doing this. Okay. So now I want you to practice doing this on your own, doing what you'd learned before with the star pattern. Okay?
I know that. It's a star.
You know it's a star?
Yeah.
Okay, well let me see you draw that star.
I do it downstairs.
Oh,
no,
that's why you're late? Okay, come on, have a seat. So today, we're trying to make these dots into a star. Okay? You think you can do that?
Papa?
No, see, you went back to the circle. Try and do the étoile.
This one's big.
From here to here to here to here to there. Okay? Try that one. So I want you to keep practicing that star. Okay? So from your bottom dot to the top, down. There you go. Over here. Over here. Nice. Okay.
Now you show me I know.
Now I know. Now you know. Try and fix this one. That's a really good job. You almost got it. So now this is the template we're going to use when we go out to the vehicle. And we're going to draw that star pattern on there so that you can recognize it inside the bolts.
Papa!
Okay?
Edit.
Yeah, you got that one.
Papa! Papa, I didn't know.
Try and do it with this one. Go from here to here.
Oh, not on the table!
There it is. So, here we are at our special shop. As you can see, the Big Nickel of Sudbury. And we're going to show the kids how to remove the tire and properly install it again. Now, take your star pattern.
There's
Let me
so
see.
much car here. So
I
I
know.
don't want to
Don't
do
worry
it
about the
here.
cars. Come here.
I don't want to do.
So can you see when you put the star pattern on the bolts, you can see where you're going to start to where you're going to go, back, forth, into it. Okay? Okay, now sit down and I'll show you. So to take this car tire off in the parking lot, you want to leave the vehicle on the ground so that the tire doesn't turn as you're trying to loosen the nuts off. So if you take that star pattern and put it in reverse, you
Because
start
I
with the
don't want
bottom
that tire come off. I don't want it.
and you push down to loosen your first nut. And you only want it backed off a quarter turn, half at most. So you go from there, up into here, crack this one loose, crack this one loose, and keep repeating the star pattern. Once you have the nuts loose, you go to the back, you jack it up off. Spin these nuts completely off, remove your tire from, if you remember back to Mr. Sheehan's lesson of a tire repair on the side of the road, you would find your hole in the tire, repair that tire, and then we'd be ready to put it back on the vehicle. When you put it back on the vehicle, you'll put your wheel on, onto your studs. The tire will naturally lay on an angle, inside to outside. Top of the tire will be inside, bottom of the tire will be outside. Hand start your nuts, as always, using the righty-tighty. And as you tighten that, you want to put this one down so that you get the bottom of the tire flush against the bottom. So then once you get all 5 of them installed, you would put the vehicle back down on the ground. Just give them a little tighten, put the vehicle back down on the ground, and then continue with your star pattern on torque. So you would go,
Can I try?
you can try in a minute,
I know how to do it.
starting at the bottom, tighten this nut. Coming up on your star pattern, tighten this nut. Causing the metal surfaces to come flush, back to flush, and so on and so forth. So that your mating surfaces, obviously you can't see them. By following this star pattern, you'll know that the metals are meshing together and creating one flush surface. Tighten from here, down to this one, continuing the star pattern until complete with your proper torque, which you can find in your owner's manual. For this, it's anywhere from 90 to 110 foot-pounds. You want to try?
Yes.
So put your torque pattern up on there. So which one do you start with? You start with the bottom one. Good job.
It's not enough big so I can.
Ah, okay, so we'll take it away. Can you still see the star? Start in there.
Turn it.
Tighten it. Okay.
No.
Now Mr. Neil will push to get that final torque, and then click, it's torqued. Now you go up to, which one would you go to next?
Well, I want to put my paper.
Okay, now which one's next? If you follow your star pattern and you're going from here to here, would it be this one maybe? So following Pavlov's theory on classic conditioning, we can take a neutral stimulus and put it into a conditioned response with obviously older students that will be able to grasp a star pattern inside these nuts to create the conditioned response throughout any torque procedure we have. As long as we follow that star pattern and keep extending off the star, you get your conditioned response. Thank you.